Hey, what's up, heroes? It's Heroek back with another video. I forgot my mic today, so you're gonna have to bear with me as my phone becomes my mic. But we have what I still think is a pretty fun idea. Logos. Arguably the most important part of branding, regardless of if you're a music company, any kind of company, no matter what, even music artist, like logos or some visual identifier is super important to branding. So I had the idea to go back in time and rank all the logos that companies have used in the past. So to start things off with this series, let's check out Sony Music Entertainment. Now here I have all the logos from Sony Music Entertainment lined up. Somewhere I made note of like what years they were all in use. And if you're really interested in all that, just look up like Sony Music logos or something like that. Find the logo, see when it was used. But this is not about when it was used. This is about how good of a logo it is. Or in some cases, how bad a logo is. This is not a logo. This is you typing out your company name and you just took a screenshot of it and called it a logo. There's nothing. You didn't even put it in a color. So that easily puts it in last place here. Now I want to make this clear. I'm not tier listing these. None of them are going to be on the same level as another. It is just a pure ranking, like best to worst. You can see on the side there, first, second, third, fourth. It's not a tier list, it is a ranking. But one up from that in fifth place, very similar, but still has now actually a bit of style to it, unlike the other one. We're going to go with this right here. I mean, it's nicer. You put it in all caps, which is kind of cool. You added a new font or style to it, but again, it's still just words. There's no logo or like icon or anything. So that's going in fifth. I've had a pretty good idea of which one was going into fourth place. I was debating with myself between the second and third. I was thinking of which one of those two were the worst ones, but they were clearly the two worst ones. But this one always kind of like fit in nicely at fourth. Sony BMG. You now have some kind of design, right? You got the treble clef symbol there. Good, we're making progress. But you can't tell me this doesn't just look like a music school or a music academy. I mean, this looks oddly familiar to like the music school I would go to after school to like learn about production. So that's why Sony BMG is going at fourth. Now here is the most difficult decision that I had to make. I really went back and forth constantly between these two, and probably as soon as I make this video or put it out, I'm gonna change my mind again. So this is more of, I guess, kind of interchangeable, but I do need some kind of ranking for this video. And so with the hardest decision I had to make this video, in third place, even though it's a classic, Sony Music. I know it is a pretty good logo. I do like the design of like kind of the waves coming off of that center circle. But like the two others we have coming up have color, which like I don't know if it's because most of these are just like black and white, but that just excited me a bit more for this company or this logo. So Sony Music, even though it's a classic, going in at third. Now for the moment you've all been waiting for. We have two logos left. This kind of dotted grid pattern one, and the one that really just reminds me of the Angry Birds Rovio logo. I mean, come on, it looks so similar. Okay, but seriously, for second place, they've now added color. Great start. They got a design, right? Yep, they did that with the third place one, the classic Sony Music one. But the design's just not quite there. So second place is going to the dots. I don't know how else to say it. I'm going to put that in second place. It's a logo. It definitely is. It catches your eye, but like it's just a circle. It's just dots making up a dot. It's not like this first place logo. Sony Music. I made fun of it for looking like the Angry Birds Rovio logo, but I mean, come on. It's nice. It's got that like paintbrush stroke. It's really, really nice. Honestly, and now like I knew this was gonna happen. I might switch around second and third. Maybe it's because I trash talked the dots, but we're switching those. Like I said, that's the toughest decision right here. In the comments, yell at me, agree with me. Second and third was by far the hardest decision out of all of this. But thank you guys so much for watching. I really hope you enjoyed. Let me know if you agree or disagree with these rankings, except for this one. You need to agree. If you disagree and think this is anywhere higher than last, you're just wrong. But let me know, and I will see you all in the next video.